for another of these daily live stream sessions that I shall be performing over the duration of my Kickstarter, Astro Kitty in Urfspace, which is this book here. And I'm going to tell you a bit more about that right now. All right, so Astro Kitty in Urfspace. This is mostly, it's a drawing book. How can I show this to you? It's full of different drawings I have done. Drawings that have been watercolored. Now, a lot of them have been done as live drawings, such as I'm doing here, but maybe not quite as many done like actually just recording live. But I've recorded them and made videos. But, you know, I'm trying to up my game even more right now on this show by actually drawing them live, which adds an extra layer of complexity. But here they all are. It also is the story of Astro Kitty, who is the lead singer of the Urfspace band. The Urfspace band being the Urfspace 5, consisting of Astro Kitty, Space Gen, Henrietta Quinn, and various other beings that may come or go. There's already one album out featuring tracks by Astro Kitty and the Urfspace 5 and friends. That album's called The Future Sounds of Urfspace. I've got that album. I'll be sort of playing along some tracks from that while I do some drawings. And so this Kickstarter's going. I would really appreciate your support on it. Look, this is quite a personal project, but it's an evolution of these Urfspace comics that I've been doing. Urfspace is a science fiction cartoon. It's quite broad, but it began as an exercise in sort of minimalism and illustrating some space facts. But, I've always been a big fan of science fiction, so exploring different science fiction ideas. The character of Astro Kitty sort of emerged just in the fact that I was doing a few cats here and there. And this very first one I did was Space is Not for Pussies. And later I sold a picture of a sort of cat warrior. And it was done from a doodle, pass holders only. And I don't know, it was this crude little doodle I had sitting around, but it was the first picture I sold in the first gallery exhibition that I had. And I was like, that was cool. Because it was a drawing that I sort of thought it was too crude in a way, but I really liked it. And I just sort of wanted to evolve it. And I just didn't really. So there's an element of exploration, Astrid. I don't really know what it's all about. I mean, it's definitely exploring, let's say, the feminine divine. In that I do quite a lot of sort of masculine style work for Goodman Games. I don't know, Pupil's more broad, I think, but and more about the humor. Astro Kitty's it's a little more about drawing and figure drawing, and starting from these sessions I was doing at the DNA Lounge with some of the other cartoonists that I know, and they were doing that, like Jeff Plotkin, and that's where I met Greg McCrary. And Rhino Picasso is somebody else who I met there. And, we were drawing models at the DNA Lounge in San Francisco on Tuesday nights, I think it was, after they would do their Monday night Hubba Hubba review. So these burlesque dancers, and then we would come and draw them at the end of the session. They would sort of pick their 3 favorite from out of everybody's, and we'd get a goodie bag of art supplies. And I went along, and a few, my models would pick my drawings a few times amongst the 3. So I'd sort of go up and I'd get these goodie bags, and that was all going good, and I was having some fun, and a lot of other people there, and we were all enjoying it. And then the pandemic came along and shut it all down, and. But that really sort of encouraged and motivated me to sort of keep doing the sort of figure drawing. So I sort of started doing that more. And then I got more and more into the idea of drawing in pen and going straight in pen. And, that was sort of kind of thrilling, also like from a cartoon aspect. I'm a little exploring around the idea of like Urfspace cartoons, like versus actually drawing. Generally, I mean, I do have some crazy far out ideas, but I'm more about like drawing. I sort of enjoy the drawing. I enjoy the sort of sensation of the drawing and the effects of looking at a drawing, which is sort of sometimes hard to put into words. And when I worked for my comic Pupil, I worked with Adam Prosser, who was a writer, and he was sort of good at sort of words. I'd have the broad plot ideas, but he was sort of a little better at, concocting more relatable stories. So I'm not sure how relatable Astro Kitty is. But, you'll have to sort of see it. It's a little different. She's a different sort of character. She's also just a sort of way, I used to do a comic about this character Mooncat, who was sort of like a Darth Vader-like character. who was sort of more the main character of the story. So I think she's a little bit related to that. But, you know, this was a way I was sort of continuing the exploring I was doing of drawings, but I was like, oh, okay, these characters, they're in Urfspace. So Astro Kitty, yes, she's the singer of this band. There's cat characters appeared. So yeah, there are sort of cat characters in this universe again. Yes, I've had cats. I love cats. I like to draw cats. There's a couple of dogs in here. I love dogs too. I love all animals. But something fun about cats. So, you know, like that, the black and white thing. Okay, so she's pie. I don't know. Like, okay, that's a cat thing. I have a thing about spotty people. That's exploring spots in the mermaid. I think in the future, everyone will be spotty. She's got spots, or like that Star Trek episode, you know, or like Harlequin, or something like that, like a pantomime. And then, you know, just sort of funny, like, okay, sexy. You know, she's a little bit sexy, exploring like sort of sexiness. Like Disney had this thing called appeal that they were very interested in. And, you know, I get that. Appeal is very appealing. So I'm looking for a sort of appeal, but not quite Disney appeal. This is like a really crude. This one is like a child's drawing. And I'm like, what the hell am I putting that one out there for? But I don't know, there's something about it. And I did this again. It's a little doodle I did. I'm like, okay, I'm rendering it in pen. And I'm adding color and ink. You know, I'm sort of playing around with it. I'm processing it. I'm keeping it raw and I'm processing it. And I'm looking at the nice effects that the paint gets on the paper and the texture and the ink, you know, in these random things. And this is sort of in contrast to, you know, a digital world. And I've used a lot of digital process in my techniques, and there's digital process in this book too. But, you know, then there's this sort of analog thing of drawing. But this isn't sort of careful drawing. This is really sort of loose, expressive drawing, but also like sort of cartoon drawing. I mean, exploring figure drawing and that, but I don't want it to be like art school drawing. You know, and then sometimes they're cartoons. Usually when the drawing's not too good, they become a cartoon. And then there's little captions and like stories in there that are done in a way that's like sort of reminiscent of a sort of unreliable narrator. And okay, I'll admit I did play around a little bit with AI in sort of coming up with some, like, sort of seeing the sort of stupid things that it generates and then making them even stupider, really. But a little bit, I was sort of doing them more in the other Urfspace book. I was making them stupider. This one, okay, but they're more as a sort of contrast to the characters. Yes, so, you know, I refined it. It's all sort of process. So it's sort of these sort of mixtures of process. And then just about a feeling, like, you know, and so I'll go like, these are really sort of done from some sort of reference usually, more than in Urfspace Heroes and Urfspace Beyond, where they were less. I should check in to see if you guys are there. Okay, all right, so send me any comments if anybody's interested, but I'm going to get drawing more in a minute. All right, so yeah, so here are these, and then I have like videos of these up everywhere. So here's, yeah, Astro Kitty. So some of these I'm starting to do as live drawings as well. Some of these were done like right on camera, but not so much live, a couple of them. So I sort of explore her, and then I talk a little bit about the music and the album in here. And then we talk about Space Jen, who's the other side to Astro Kitty. So she appears right early on in Urfspace, and she's a space cadet. And I don't know. I've been called a space cadet. I don't know. Yes, Tina asked me if I was Astro Kitty. I don't know. I'm Space Jen's more like Charlie Brown. That's what I told Dale. Space Jen's more like Charlie Brown, and Astro Kitty's more like Snoopy. She's goofy. She's a bit co-opted into the military fascist military Urfspace dictatorship that exists. I'm not quite sure what their policies are. You know, they've got some extremely bizarre policies, which, you know, you can explore those more in Urfspace cartoons of the future. But, you know, yes, so Jen, okay, people say she's a bit like Tank Girl. Yes, she's a bit like Tank Girl. But Tank Girl's a bit more together and angry. Space Jen's a little less together and a bit more goofy. But all right, and, you know, she's got her own ideas. And then there's Henrietta Queen. And, okay, I guess I've always done aliens too. So here we go. So here's Henrietta Queen. Okay, this one is me stealing back from AI. So, okay, so this was some AI picture. So I was sort of, you can watch some of my other videos for my ongoing thing with AI. I'm not a proponent of AI, but I know it's been around always. I mean, it's been coming since I was in high school. That was a long time ago. There was Judge Dredd comic about how it was, steal our styles and do all that. So I'm stealing it back. So yeah, Henrietta Queen. Now, people like this one. See, this is another one that I did. I'm like, this is super crude. Like, am I putting it out there? But then I just sort of put, I don't know, I could do it. Sometimes I feel I'm being a bit too silly just putting a caption on. I don't want to throw. I usually put them on I don't know, they appear where they need to be. I'm just exploring. It's sort of, again, with Urfspace Heroes, Urfspace Beyond, I'm exploring the edges of Urfspace. And, actually, I'm getting quite a good idea of what an actual Urfspace cartoon is at this point. I think next I will be doing some more Urfspace cartoons. I mean, I'm not, I'm going to be continuing down this. But maybe not, like Astro Kitty's sort of there. She's like a character, the band, Henrietta Queen. They're sort of in there. They're in the mix. And this is an important sort of final piece. I've been on this bit of a kick over the last few years of getting some of my work together into books. And then I was sort of, at the same time, was sort of kind of creating a whole lot of new work. And this is this is some of the other. Okay, here's another one that is very silly, where Tina liked this one. I was like, okay, I don't, but I do and I don't know. There's drunk Space Jen. She's sitting at the bar having a drink and dreaming about Astro Kitty. I don't know. I sort of added Space Jen later because I did the Astro Kitty first. But it's sort of a lot of it's about sensation. The sort of sensation of drawing, the act of drawing, the sort of physical act, and the sort of sensuality of it, I suppose. And then I've even thrown in a few comics, which again, these are just sort of things that I sort of scribble down without thinking at all deeply about them, actually, rather deliberately just sort of threw them down on the page to sort of see how they would do, how they would speak without me thinking about how they would speak. But also being quite cheeky. And in response to drawing. And then they sort of assume slightly different roles in the different images. There's a slightly longer story here. And, I could do more. I could do longer ones, I suppose. Yeah, well, it all depends how this Kickstarter does. I don't know. I think people are a bit like, what's going on? But a lot of people of my long-term backers are there, so thank you. Okay, and then I get a little more into their sort of some of Astro Kitty's friends. So these are other ones that I've cooked up along the way. This one almost, this one's almost could have been. It was a little too late to get in Urfspace Beyond, so it sort of jumps into this one. Just as there were things sort of in Urfspace Beyond that were sort of Astro Kitty that sort of jumped ahead into Urfspace Beyond. Like time is a little loose concept. Some of these things I've sort of revised a little bit. Okay. Okay. So, some of them are based people I know, just different characters. Again, a little bit off the top of my head. And then I've got like sort of sketchbookies. And these are like, so Space Gen's ones are sort of ones that I've totally sort of thrown out that are really sort of rough, but I love them. And then Astro Kitties are similar, but they're a little more polished. I don't know, some of them. So yeah, but again, they're sort of sketchy. They're slightly different tone in them. I don't know why I sort of skip them like that. Okay, so it's a coffee table book to ponder. The paperback one will be somewhat similar to this, but without this proof copy thing across the front. The ebook copy will be there for you to sort of marvel at in detail. And the hardback copy will be very nice and have a printed page where I'll print like your customized drawing into it. Right now I'm going to get on with a few more of these drawings. So here's some of what I've been doing just in these sessions. So this is just, I think I'm sort of settling into doing like 3 in a session. I don't know, maybe I'll cut it down to 2. Sort of feels how I'm doing, but they're coming out good. People are liking them. Jessica Valen there, she liked that one. She shared that one on. Thank you, Jessica. I really appreciate that. Different models. What can you see? All right. So I'm cranking them out. Maybe I should slow down. I don't. That's just slightly the problem. Maybe I'm I sort of like doing them quick. Also, thanks to official Malice McMahon, Alice, Alicia. Thank you so much for your support on that one. That's a good way to ensure that I would like to draw you again. All right. Okay, so we'll get on with some new drawings now, shall we? I don't know who's out there or where you are. Twitter, Twitch, Twitter. I know people don't really want to see me yapping on. You just want to see me drawing. So we'll get on with some of that. Here we go. Now, hopefully, you'll still be able to hear me when I turn myself off here. And well, we were sort of working our way through the album. We didn't get very far. Let's see. All right. Okay, this is quite a mellow song called "The Theme from Planet Earth." We'll start with this. This is by my friend Chris Porro. I'm trying to get him to write a song for the new EP for Astro Kitty. We're currently tied up in royalties negotiations. So anyway, here's his theme from Planet Earth. Let's see what I've got for you here. I'm going to start off with just a simplish one. I realise that's the best thing to do. I'm getting the hang of this. And I think I did a few Astro Kitties. This one I'm going to do a bit of a Space Jam. This one, that's the one I was using yesterday. I could use a different one. Depends. Some of these are fun. This one's ridiculous. Do you see one of these? Do you see what we've got with that? I don't know, I might get myself in trouble with it. But actually, this could be quite fun as well. So, and my ink here, what I'm using is Higgins. Not Black Magic. I used to use Black Magic. Unfortunately, Black Magic they put in this little bottle. This is way too thick. Some artists really swear by it because of its blackness. Right? It was designed to use the film. Okay. And you know, it can sort of almost do anything. Controlling it. I haven't really set up, but yeah. What's going to do next? don't know why I let myself get into these messes. Okay. Right, well. Okay, shit. I really got that jawline. I'm afraid to come way down lower. Oh, well. All right, we might have to bin this. All right, well, okay, I'm going to do some things. Don't worry. Hang on. I could just slap in a load of white out. It's definitely work. I think I'm going to have to do that because it's like way too high. All right, okay, that's enough of that bastard. Oh my god. All right, hang on, wait. Okay, I'm going to seriously do that because this is like too fucked up. Excuse my language. Whiteout is the cartoonist friends. Useful friends. Always good useful friends. I've done that a few times with friends. Really good doing it. Well, once it gets back to me. You'll see. Right, I'm going to get him in the little sensible pen. I just like. There's smaller versions of that are awesome. I don't know, what's this one? This one looks like I never used it. What is it? It's a B5. See what that does. Right, I'm gonna do a little more on the others here. Oh. Ooh, okay. I'm going to set that one aside to dry for a minute. I might come back to it. That was a good little warm up. I'm going to come back to that one. All right. Calm down. Now, wait. Ooh, where's my paper? All right. All right. Right, maybe I quite like the slightly smaller one. Ooh, but okay, that's a B3 too. Oh, that's a B5. Slightly flatter C's. A3. My A3 is a bit messed up. Let's keep using this one for now. Oh, pretty well. Let's switch that around. will be. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. All right. Ooh. Oh, where am I going now, Hands of North America. Sounds like really, well, I wish I was really pencil on the drawer. But not.
That was Lost Loser by Charmworld. Now we got War by Simon Ferocious.
If this Kickstarter gets funded, we will be able to produce a whole new set of songs for our next EP, and maybe even another album. We might even be doing an Asteroid in the Land of Hand album, but we're definitely going to do an EP. But only if you get on the ground floor with the opportunity to invest in Urfspace. Brand ones, there's some brushes here. Detail. Okay, well, I know you were going on in the middle there. I don't get on with it. It's a little bit like you set it up, not for notes rather than later. I got this. Guess we're fine to go. We live and learn, eh? Yeah. Now, watch this bit very carefully. I don't know what to tell you. Some bits seem to be more interesting than others to people.
Is it time to come back with the black yet? Ooh, where are we going here? All right. Okay. Shadows a lot. Oh, are you wondering where the music is? Now, don't panic. All this stuff will make a little more sense once I get in with the shadows, the black. Ooh. Okay. Music.
Inside of me, kind of strange like a stormy sea. I don't know why and I don't know where, but kind of like to move to be betrayed. I'm a zebra and a unicorn, never thought just the way I fall. Can't stop to mess around. There's a new kind of beast in town. Feel like a zebra, then I've got a kick. I like the girls, but I've got a trick. Take this place, I just gotta go. Gotta be wherever you don't know. I'm a zebra, I'm a unicorn. Kind of devil, do you like my horn? Can't stop to mess around. There's a new kind of beast in town. That's right.
All right, that was Punk Zebracorn by Punk Zebracorn. We managed to capture the Punk Zebracorn. We did release him, but only after he recorded that track for us. But there's a shadow in here. I'm just coming there a bit. All right. Oh, there's a lot of deep shadows. What's wrong about this arm? It's not smooth enough or something. Okay, who's next? Oh, We Live in Space. I guess the thing with the dip pens, it looks a little bit less punky than when I do it with the the Sharpies and whatnot. The Sharpies and stuff really give that grungy look. But then this is a little more inky look. Doobie 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 doo. Okay. Okay. Okay, details. I'm a bit confused with the shadows on this one, to be honest. Move some muck around. Shoulders wrong. Okay, hang on. Came up too high. Oh, fun with weight out. But then this shoulder probably needs to be a little higher. What's going on here? Ah, well. All right. Fine. How's this one doing? Is it dry yet? Okay. No, it's still a bit wet. I need to give it a minute. Okay. Another one. Oh, I never said who that was. Wait. Wait, sorry. Let's see. Well, also it needs a bit more. It's not really finished, is it? Okay, let's see. All right, so this is... Ooh. All right, there's my message to you. Why not back Astro Kitty on Kickstarter? Or something like that. That's not something that Brody Dale or Dally or whatever her name is actually said, but I'm imagining that if she knew all about the Astro Kitties Kickstarter, it's probably what she would say. But I get it. Wait, it's actually got a bit more hair here already. Okay. Oh, comments. Bruce. Hi, Bruce. Bruce, thank you. It's a nice hat she's got too. It reminds me a bit of yours. Do you know her? Brodie Dale of the Distillers. I'll play some of their music, but it'll get muted. I can play Bruce's music. I was just playing it a minute ago, Bruce. Ooh. I do have that picture of Cynthia. That's a bit of a cheeky one. Hang on. Let's see now. What's that? I'll take requests. I can't find it. Hang on. Okay, hang on. I'm just thinking. Wait, I'll put some music on. Hang on. Ooh, wait, another comment. Hey. Yeah, Bruce wants the one of Cynthia. All right, yes, I'm going to do that. All right, hang on. I'll put on something. I'll put on Charm World again in a minute. Hang on. I'm going to. Oh, so hot to control. Unfortunately, my producer's got his exams this week. All right, here's Disney Jail while I look for that one. Okay, oh, here it is. Right. Well, there's a couple here, actually. I can't remember which one I did before now. There's two. There's one I did on the show. Right, I'll do this one. It's a bit cheeky. I'm sure people will like it. Alright, well, I should do Artemis at some point too. Not that she's a little more respectable. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Cynthia's picture here that I'm going to do is a bit saucy, that's what I'm saying. I have to keep my mouth. I keep saying this, I don't need to say. Alright. Where's a nice pen? I think my pen's here, this one. Alright. Cynthia Louise. Alright, we'll start off with a bit of Charm World here then. Some bangs there. Ooh. What's on there? Some flowers or something. Oh, okay. Now I go to the face. She looks very happy in this picture. This pen's a lot easier to draw with. These other ones, as you know, the first one's very good. I'm going to go back to that. But that's quite hard to draw with that one. So as you know. Make sure I stick everything in. Now, I'm also hoping that the new Astro Kitty album might have a track from Charm World or members of Charm World. Again, worked out the details on that yet. All right, now what about Cynthia's friend here, who's also in the picture? Sorry. Here it is. There's a man with a bag on his head. Now, Charm Worlds, their music can be found featuring Bruce and Cynthia on. I don't think this is Bruce in the picture. This isn't you, Bruce. What should we have now? Okay.
Something. They call me little, I got my head in the clouds. I like them knee-high sports socks and paint in the town. I don't give no fucks what people think about me. I like that raw dog style, I'll be digging the deep. I like that raw dog style, I like that raw dog. I like that raw dog style, I like that deep. I like that raw dog style, I like that raw dog. I like that raw dog. I'll be digging the deep. Hot dog, warm bun, mustard ketchup relish. Put it on me, fellas. Hot dog, warm bun,
This one is like
mustard ketchup
all this
relish.
thing for a while.
Put it on me, fellas.
Take a pee, walk a dog, ride a donkey. Eat a prune, throw a poo like a monkey.
You're here.
I can see me and you doing wrong things, fun things, some things, everything, one thing. I can't deny. You come out and it makes me smile. Go all night with the D that's reckless. Keep it up, it'll make you breakfast.
Get wet like a bath with a beaver. Busting up Peter Pan, have a seizure. Pitch a pup tent when I'm near her. Listen to the dog in my pants, can you hear?
I like that raw dog style. I like that raw dog. I like that raw dog style. I like that D. I like that raw dog style. I like that raw dog. I like that raw dog. I'll be digging the D. By D I mean dick, just in case you didn't know what the D standing for. Standing is standing for dick.
They call me Mean Chris. I'm not big, I'm not little. Just a trailblazing G. I got a lock on the middle. I don't give no fucks, I give a few, not too many. All my parts are consistent. For most girls, that's plenty. And by consistent, I mean medium. It's not a passport into the porn industry, but it is also not something that you want to giggle at. Girls, you get what you get, and you don't get upset. I mean, Chris.
They call me little, I got my head in the
We're having too much fun for a Wednesday afternoon, yeah.
sports socks and paint in the town. I don't give no fucks what people think about me.
I think it's a bit later where you are.
Raw dog style, I'll be digging the deep. I like that raw dog style. I like that raw dog. I like that raw dog style. I like that D. I like that raw dog style. I like that raw dog. I like that raw dog. I'll be digging the D. Hot dog, warm bun, mustard ketchup relish. Put it on me, fellas. Hot dog, warm bun, mustard ketchup relish. Put it on me, fellas. D.
Now, where's the rest of your body going, Cynthia? All right. Just about fit it in. Comments. Bruce. Oh, What's this? I'm putting this on the screen. We will give you a song. We just finished some recordings with Mark. Some songs with Troy on drums. Maybe the song Strange. Ooh. Sounds appropriate. Thank you, Bruce. Of course, I got to fund the Kickstarter or else nothing's happening. So, folks, go back to Kickstarter. So, now, the garment that you're wearing here. The zips. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, that's what I'm not getting. Okay, it's buckles. Sorry. All right. Okay. Think about it. We're getting a little white out there. Never mind. Well, okay, actually, I think I did this is all too hot. This is, ooh. Okay, hang on. Hang on. We're going to come a little further down here, because otherwise I'm going to run out of leg room. And that needs to be there. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, hand should be more down here. All right, well, too late now. Too late now. Oh, you see, butt. Oh, butt really wants to stick out there. I haven't left enough room for your butt since. Oh well. I thought I was. I think I've gone way off here. I'm going to wait out this bit. Don't you worry about it. I'm going to wait out the shit out of it. More music. Goodness. Where are we on the playlist? What about Fairy of the Swamp? Here we go. That's a nice long one, so I can really get into what I'm doing over there. Right. All right, here we go. That's a nice one. Uh-oh. What? Oh no. Oh dear. Getting myself into a mess everywhere. Calm down. I think I'm going to have to order a large quantity of this stuff. This guy looks too much. He's smiling here. Who he is? Oh, we finished Fairy of the Swamp already. Oh my goodness. You just paint it black and then do the white out. Right, I'm just getting the details down there in a minute. Those fingers got really big. All right, hang on. I'll calm them down a bit. Don't worry. Don't panic. Really got a bit ridiculous. Sorry. Oh, this finger there. Ridiculous. All right. I'm trying to look at this, what this is actually doing, and it's so balmy. Can't figure it out. Ooh. Ooh. I'm getting myself covered in a lot of ink over here. But alright, that's a bit off the page, you can't see it. So fine. That was Eine Kleine Techno Music by Dirk Teed. Now let's have Fly by Amy Carr.
To get to the other side, be with you, I'm in for the ride, search for love, to make our dreams come true, to satisfy the curiosity, to find out why things come to be, in search of truth, or you're living lies maybe you don't see why. You should keep on living, whatever your reason. To pass the family name, to quench your thirst for lust and wealth and fame, to spin the wheel while you play the game, or to get through another day, find the love you lost along the way. For another fix, you will do more tricks. Maybe it's all for the kicks, but you keep on living, whatever your reason. But I don't know about you, I choose to fly. And why don't you join me in flight? Keep on dreaming, dream alive. Oh, la 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 la. Oh, la 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 la. Oh, la 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 yeah. Oh, la 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 la. To put an end to earthly suffering, to seek revenge on who you thought were your friends, and hot pursuit to be number one. It's all for the fun, but you keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming, whatever your reason. Keep on dreaming, whatever your reason. Keep on dreaming. Your reason.
Okay.
Welcome aboard.
An educated man gets effects from books. All these things are saved in his brain and are saved in his unconscious.
Our destination is the stars.
The history of a nation has its stronghold on personalities. A person is related not only to the members of his family but the whole universe.
You're my hero.
Poetry has worked wonders. It has changed the scenes of wars. It has enlivened the dead bodies with the power of rhetorician. And the real forms of society are found in society. The rulers have their influences. In practical forms, their witness can be seen. Qualities, but all events, incidents taking place all around have deep effect. These affect other people unconsciously. And its bad effects are faced by the
There we go.
universe.
What's that Instagram these days?
It's gonna be right.
Cynthia Louise. Oh, here we go. She's CLP.
No good word should remain restricted only to a region or particular people, but its benefits should be availed by the whole humanity. There is one brother good in the entire world.
Welcome aboard. You're my hero.
Well, that obviously was a bit of a crazy paper. Alright. We're making it happen. Ooh, I'm tired now. Hard work. I've got some nice drawing to do where I'm going to just sit and I'm going to do some pencils first after this. That's going to be very calming. But alright, I think Cynthia came out quite good. It's all good exercise. Alright. Thank you, Bruce, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Thanks to anyone else who tuned in there. Looks like there's a couple of you out there in TV land, on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and elsewhere. I don't know if I'm seeing all your comments. Bruce on Facebook, I see his. I think I see them on YouTube. I should be able to see them. But all right, I think that's about it. Oh wait, I did. Oh no, wait. Also, I started a bit late, so all right. I've got one more. They're all just black and white, but this one's going to have some color in it. All right, but all right, this is my first one, which I think was a bit fucked up. So I'm going to see what I can do to unfuck it. I did start using a really big stupid pen. I'm not going to do that again. Never again. But let's see what I can do here. It's going to involve using some coloured inks, in case you were wondering. Ooh, the black's made a mess everywhere. Let's clean that up a bit. Hang on, have some music while I wait. All right. Now there's two colours here. There's pink and there's green. Now I'm going to use this red. It's supposed to be red, but it keeps coming out very pink.
would stop working on just me so that I could float into the sky.
what I made it.
I wish that gravity would stop working on just me so that I could float into the sky.
The model in this one actually went on makeup, but I've screwed it up. That's makeup. Is it helping? Are we winning yet? I can't really read what that shirt says. It's got some crazy fucked up shit. Alright, let's just go from fucked up to more fucked up. I'm just going to totally change these eyes, I think. Those eyebrows, I just do them way too big. Kind of defeats the objects of going straight in pen if I use all this white out, but never mind. Never mind, hey. Sometimes, when it's not working, just keep hacking at it and just get messy. That's my considered advice. At least this is starting, the hair is starting to look right. What a crazy hairdo. Getting quite mushed in. Doobie doobie doo. Gotta let that dry. Ooh, wait, I didn't really have to let it dry so much before I use this.
Well, wait a minute, what's in store? I didn't sign up for this, and what's more? Wait a minute, I protest. Stop your belly aching, cause mama knows best. Mama knows best. Stop your belly aching, cause mama knows best.
I mean, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to save it. So much wrong.
Put your foot down, never takes it away.
mess up my brush. Alcohol. Oh, I'm still futzing and fixing. All right, now I think this person's thinking what you're thinking. Right. Does that help it? Just make things worse. Answers on a postcard, please.
Okay, well, that was my warm-up one. The others I did today came out okay. That one, maybe I slightly rescued it. Here's this one. This one came out pretty good. Why not back Astro Kitty on Kickstarter? Says Brody Dale of the Distillers. Well, and Cynthia Louise of Charm World says back Astro Kitty on Kickstarter, or else we'll have to punish you. All right, well, that's what we did today. Thanks for joining us at Drawing Camp. Yeah, I know that last one wasn't very good, and you all left. All right, cheers. Cheers. Okay, well, here I am. All right, thanks again, Cynthia. Thanks, Brody Dale and the Distillers. Thanks, Adrian Black, .33, but I don't know. It came out a bit weird. That's because I used that big fat pen. I knew I was going to get in trouble. Well, as usual, it was exhausting. But I appreciate you showing up. And don't forget to go back the book. Oh my God, I'll be back again tomorrow then. Bye.